What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? TTD action, huh? I like it. I like it. How's everybody doing? I would say, Josh was entering this for a long-term hold. TTD has, go to a 6-hour chart here. Long way to go. I wish, everybody's going to back up and say I wish they'd got some calls. I don't know if Josh did. Did Josh do leaps on these? What's going on? Josh had leaps on him. That's how busy I am. I never even saw him. January 2026. What's up, Miss Autumn? How are you? It's a good pop for sure. I think I also read that Robinhood did not get in. They were trying to get in. Am I right? He got for $9.19. Well, those puppies are going to be up. Let's do. I don't know if anybody got this today. I called this last night. If you got it at opening today, 130 to 135, I'll take that. Coreweave. Called that one last night though. Okay. Now what am I? Yeah, okay. Here's the options chain. What's going on, Kevin? Soonit, what's up, my brother? Ace, the MC, what's up? Thanks, Christian. Are these expensive? What did he say? September 19th, $90 strikes. It's pretty cheap. Doesn't look like a lot of volume on these. Let's look at Google. Let's go back to TTD. Oh, I thought I added it. Here we go. September 19th. Not a lot of volume on those, but doesn't matter. Here's the chart. Here's that contract on a chart. So if it's trading, well, that's not what I wanted. I'm just looking at something here. So if these are trading, I don't know what they were when y'all bought them. 250 average. This thing has went from the high of today. That was 376. It'll be an explosion tomorrow. Nonetheless, they're going to be worth a lot. That'd be a good play. That was a good play. No doubt about it. I've got shares on it. I don't have contracts on it, though. I bought some shares just now also before the market closed. So, I think this is a long-term play, though. If I go to you should be able to see my trading view now, right? Yeah. There's trading view. Let's do a daily. Let's do a 6 hour. Yeah, she gone. That's plumb back at 24. Maybe some trouble here. 101.80. So really $100 psychological level. And it's got to get over 88. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Right there. 89.40. So just around 88. That's probably where it just hit, right? Yep. Just hit and stopped. Does it trade overnight? Yeah, it does. So, watch it overnight. I think if it gets over 88, gets some momentum going, you're going to 100. That's my opinion. What's going on? Limitless. Yeah, Ace Minion. I'm thinking it's pretty long term trade. Hello, Shelly. If TTD sells off pre-market all the way down to today's close at 75, would that mean it's a slow build to get back to 86? Thank you, Kentish. Thank you for saying that. What's up, Justin Sawyer? Jorge, it's a good question. If it sells off, so I'm more in mind of thinking, I mean, yeah, there'll be some profit taken probably. I could see, I don't know what chart I'm on here. There we go. Let me put it on here. Oh, I did that last night. I forgot about that. So I would see a pullback. If we got a pullback, you'd probably be looking like this, somewhere around 80, and a retest of these previous highs back here. This would be your pullback area. All right. To me, if this is going to be long-term hold for you, like I would be looking to buy down here around the $80 mark for a run at least back to 100, 112. That'd kind of be my idea. Obviously, we got a long ways to go. Look where the MACD's been before, all the way up here. This can rip, man. It's not going to go straight up. Nothing does. So I like it still. I like it. Okay, let's serve pop today. If you've been in served with me, you have been served. This one popped decent today, but I'll say back up to the same general area that we're having trouble with. So $11 still got to be cleared. So 2 times now since I've ran this, guys, you've had the opportunity from 9 up to 11 to get out. 9 to 11, that's a $2, well, $9.90, a dollar run. 10-12%, something like that, on serve. So I would like to see it come up here and hold once and then move on up. That's what we need. We need to clear $11, get above this 1220 up here. Be next. So I'm loaded to the gills with it. I'm fully loaded on it over I'm loaded. Got a lot of shares. I'll just say that. Hoping for a good run on this. Now, Santiago, yeah, that's what popped it. Pit D, my next class on charts. I'm kind of keeping those. Those are just focused on Weeble setup, TradingView setup, and minimal charting. Probably 2 weeks out. I just did one this past Saturday, and I'm keeping them like 10 to 15 people. Ended up with 22 people. It got a little hectic on me. I got a little bit too much in there. I got held up several times. So this time you get the recording afterwards, so you can go back and view it and watch it all you want. But this time I won't be stopping much. I don't care to stop a little bit to maybe help guide somebody for a second. But we can't stop much. I ended up being almost 3 hours on a 2-hour class. That's not what I want. So I'll probably do one in 2 weeks. I got 5 or 6 people signed up for it. But it's very specific. It's about setting up Webull just like mine and setting up TradingView. And we didn't get to spend much time on TradingView, so let's. I also had APLD on my radar still. This popped again today. I'm debating on re-entering. This 960, 950 area was kind of my line in the sand, and it broke it. We've come up to retest it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. If it moves back over this and reclaims it, I may re-enter into APLD. The daily did hit the zero line today, and we've printed a negative, or I guess a positive bar on the MACD histogram, signaling possible that this, like I've been saying, if this came down to the histogram and bounced, it'd be a great entry. So I'm watching that. See what happens. If so, then kind of the $9 area has got to be my stop loss on that. What else you guys want to look at? On Ondas. Dale, thank you. Pit D, my one-on-one. If you tap the description in the video, let me get that comment, sorry. Tap the description in the video and you'll see my email down there. You can email me. Here's Meta. Sort of bleeding off here. We'll see. $739.75. I think this is going to pull back up here for some consolidation. You got a nice piece of consolidation here. If you were looking to buy, if you're looking to rebuy on a dip, 715.40, and then it could come on down to 678. That'd kind of be my take on it. Somewhere around the 680 area. If it found its way back down here, this could hold. It's a decent volume shelf. If you lose that, 625's in the picture. Okay. This is bleeding to the downside. Slowly, which can just be consolidation up here at the top, but it's crossed over, bleeding down. Going to be some negative pressure on it here for a little bit. I feel you, Mike. Mike, didn't you set a stop loss? Daggone it. I've noticed you've been asking about Serve and APLD. I noticed you had been. Yeah, I did TTD first, hoodwinked. I did it the very first thing. we said you could, after this pop, if we get a pullback towards the $80 area, previous highs way back here in, what is this, May 13th or so, in that neighborhood, this would be your pullback area. 81, get a little volume bar down here, 81 down to 80, then 76. I would almost say it's got to consolidate. It's got to build up here. This RSI on the daily is not going to stay at 80. It ain't going to do it. Last time it hit, oh my gosh, look at that. It hit 90 last time. So still some room up. I'll be buying more on a dip to 80. It's a long-term hold. Long-term hold. So I'm locked in pretty well on it with shares. If I get a pullback to 80, I'll probably take some leaps on it 6 months out or something. Daggone it, Mike. That's backwards. That's backwards, brother. That's backwards, sir. Serve been popping this. I mean, you could run serve from 980 to 11 a few times. I think I got it back here, honestly. Maybe up to 12 once. Did we have it back then? Yeah. It's a couple weeks. I think I've had it that long. All right. That's all right, Mike. I'm just playing with you, my brother. Justin. INTC, okay. Somebody said Palantir also, and Ondas. Ondas. Never heard of that. Ondas Holdings. Is that it? ONDS? Is this what you're looking at, brother? Is this what you're looking at, man? ONDS. I don't know if this is what the brother was looking at or not. I mean, it's stout looking still. If this is what you're looking at, I don't know. 240, then 320 area. Yeah, I don't know. He's not said nothing back, so we'll let it go. Yeah. INTC. Man, I look at this. like a big range. That's how I look at this kind of a chart, man. And you're really just wanting to buy the lows off of 18. It got some momentum now. It's chopping its way up. This is just stuck in a big range right now until it breaks, until INTC really breaks through 2640. You could even say 27, kind of the last thing in the road, but 2640 on INTC. Otherwise, I would be, if you're going to buy this, you get another breakdown towards 20 and 18. That would be good averages in. I don't know on a weekly, has it been below that before? Been a long time, huh? So the weekly chart just hit the 0 line. Long-term bullish. Same time, it's still got to get over that level. Still got to get over that. Back here. 2390 and 2640. Got to get over that. 1850 holds as support. Anything under that, I'd have to cut that. You could be a little more loose with it and say 18 for INTC. Okay. Ambrose, what's up? Robinhood. I did this with somebody today. Okay. This is wow. This ran up on low volume, y'all. A lot of hype on it. A lot of hype on this. It's hot. It's overbought. It's hot on the daily. These were levels I had. Upper level 98. 89.70. Not much on this up here. Just not much volume up here. If it loses the $90 mark, you come back down to 70 pretty easy, between 78 and 70. There's not much there. You can see when I make it normal size, there's not much there. Best consolidation was here to there. 35 to 50. That's it. I take away my drawings. You can see a little bit better. This was resistance at one time at 66. It got broke through. And I think 78 became resistance. So, my opinion, you lose 90, you could come back down to 77, 78 on Robinhood. It's definitely overheated. Most definitely. you've been above 70 for quite some time on the daily time frame. So that's my take on Hood. What strike and expiration on TTD if it comes back? If it comes back fairly quick, you could use what Josh did out there at September 19th. I think those were September 19th $90 calls or something. Yeah. I think that's what he looked at, September 19th, $90 calls. I think those would still be fine. Plenty of time on those. BMNR, I looked at it last night, I think. Good Lord. Some wild looking charts, man. I don't know what this is. BMNR, Bitmine Immersion. Right there. 59.25. 59.25. 70. 119, that'd be epic. That probably ain't happening. Looky here. There's that top. This is that level holds. Look at there. Same tops back here. Back here. 69.70. That's resistance. And 59.25 resistance. Local support 37.50, about where you're at. Pretty close. 37. Okay. I don't know about the MACD interacting with the signal line. If you lose the daily MACD, or I'm sorry, that's the 1 hour. Daily's trying to cross down. I would watch this I'd watch this daily to come down a little bit more and then bounce back if you were trying to play this up the bottom. Sitting on some decent support right now on BMNR. Good. Roberto Barrios, quick question. How far out of the money is good to carry the options? Roberto, which options are you talking about, my friend? Hoodwinked, I think the SPY can pull back. I didn't alert it, but I got a couple of puts for end of the week. Kind of a lotto trade. We're getting, I mean, it can just keep vacillating up here on the MACD. Ain't no doubt about it. Look like it's a little bit ready for a pullback to me. Just a healthy pullback. So I'm kind of watching the MACD to cross down, give us a move back to like the 20 EMA or something. So There we go. See how it respects on the daily. The 20 EMA here, 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 and here. I would be I'd be of the mind that we could pull back to the 20. Okay. It's technically building a spot up here, or building some consolidation. We'll go back and get this whole move up. If we lost, I had 615 marked. About 615.50, 616. If we lose that, we can come down to this next shelf at 601. But we've built a pretty nice, I mean, you can see on the way up, look here. All the big volume is here. And now they are printing some volume up here. Here's your range. Like 615 to highs 626 or something. That's your range right now. That would be a pullback, just like I said. Look here, to the 20 EMA right there. We're coinciding with it, so it makes sense to me. Doesn't have to happen that way, but getting about that time. Last time we respected it. It's perfect. So we, we came back up, reclaimed the 200, 50 crossed the 200. We've been on a bullish run since. We're right back here. Now, let's go SPY. Is this on visual on laptop or monitor? This is on a desktop. This is on a really expensive desktop, brother. Is it too dark for you, or? It's a little bit lighter there. Is that better? Okay. Quick question. How is a good way to pick a strike call option, for example? Good question, Roberto. A good way to pick a strike. Well, Roberto, I am not the person for swing trading options. Like, that's definitely not my expertise. You got $80 calls for January 26th. Let's go look at them. January 16th probably, I guess, is what you mean, though. of 2026. Yeah. Okay. And you got $80 calls. So with as much time as you've bought, being a little bit out of the money is fine. If I'm only holding something for, let's say, 2 weeks, I'm probably going to buy in the money a little bit to be able to absorb a little bit of pullback. When you're going further and further out in time, if you've got your entry right, you can be out of the money a little bit if your momentum is working that way gradually. You're getting closer to the money. I'm not crazy with these Greeks and all this stuff. I don't really dive into them big. I know you like the most open interest that you can get on the option. I notice Josh had, I think, the $80 calls y'all said for September. And you'll see for out of the money, these had super high open interest. And this is showing interest in this particular contract, so it was high. It was up there. Delta is a 0.68 on it. So this is how much it moves per dollar of the underlying contract. I think that's how it works. 0.68. The higher the delta, the more the contract moves with an even dollar move on the underlying asset. So you're okay being a little bit out of the money if you're buying time. If you don't have as much time, to me, you need to be closer to where the price is, like 75.43. Right now, if you're only going to hold 2 weeks, I would probably rather buy the 72.50 call or the 75 at least. I wouldn't want to be out of the money down here, because if this pulls back, it's going to not hold its value near as well as one of these that are at the money or in the money. Okay. If that helps you, brother. It's not a great explanation, but I hope that helps you. Kevin Alleman, man, I'm not an XRP guy. I can look at it for you, but there's much better plays. I mean, this thing's went from, here's the daily. Let's see here. It's almost back up to all-time highs already. 338 area. If I was going to get in on a pullback, I'd be watching 255 area. $255, $230. $255, $230, and $2 be what I'd be watching. $2, man. $2 is the best support. Right there's all the volume. Besides, for all the years and years that they cheated people. I mean, it had its explosion. Since then, you're in a big consolidation up here. You could play off the $2 level. Larry Jones was talking about it a few weeks ago. I think he was buying $1.90. That was the buy. That was the buy. Your momentum indicators gave you the play. I'm going to go back here and show it to you right now. Here's the play. Cross up. Put you in. Come on. It's stupid thing. Okay. I keep telling y'all this. Check this out. Here was your RSI cross up. When the MACD follows 2 days later, a couple days later, on the daily, this back tests the signal line one time and holds. MACD crosses up and coincides and fires through the zero line. These two indicators got you in between 2 and 215, and you just hit 3. So that's a pretty astonishing move from $2 to $3. It's a big percentage move. If you were holding I mean, that's a 50% move. 10 grand turned to 15 grand. If you were leveraged, it turned into more. Somebody asked for, like to me, Sui was a much better play, though. Just on this last little run. Had a great. It's had a bunch of good pops off of it. Somebody said Solana, SOL, USD, and HIMS or something. Solana and HIMS. Man, this drawing tool is driving me crazy. I ran Solana the other day. It's got to get over 168, man. Right there. Right there. 169, basically. 168.80. 168.80. 184. Let's pull them back. Probably get you a pullback on this one. Might come back test 155. Before moving up anymore. It all depends on Bitcoin too. Let's see here. Somebody said HIMS. Ooh. Just got a little cross up on the daily on HIMS. So, yeah, this might be something to keep on the radar. Daily just closed back over the 20 EMA. I don't mind HIMS here. There's your line, 52. 52's got to go. And then, let's see what we got. Then 57. Sorry, 58. $52, then 58, brother, on HIMS. It's like a pretty good gap on the daily to get back up to here. Support. Best support around 42. Down here, right there. Right there. $41 support. And you got a little support here at 48.40. Okay. Right there. Boom. Let's go. Alright. I'm getting behind here. Comments are cut. Oh, so sorry, guys. Thanks, Liz. Lens I'm using. I've already hit APLD. LA Fanatic hit it twice, I think. Chris, I just hit Hood a couple minutes ago. Applovin, somebody said. Just trying to cross up. $362. $377.50. $362, $377.50 for resistance. Underneath you got $330 holding. $342 and $330. Okay. I can go dissect it more by the hour, but that overall, that's if it started losing 321 down here, it's gonna fall. MACD's trying to flip up on it. I mean, it could take off from here. Could take off from here. Okay. I already hit INTC, brother. Pamela Paget. Where are you from, Pamela? I think I used to know a person named with the last name Paget. I've got to meet a couple people. I've encountered a couple people on here that's like the next county over. So that's cool. I got you, LA Fanatic. I'm sorry, buddy. I hit Meta Pronto already. Amazon. Amazon been on a heater, man. I got just a few minutes, guys. Now I gotta go. we're getting awfully close to highs up here. $233 would be monumental. It gets like this, I'm playing a level at a time. There's resistance right now, 226.70. A lot of support up in here in this last run up. All this up here. 218 down here. Pretty nice hold. On Amazon, it's bounced at 220 a few times. Good Lord, man. That's one of those I'd like to go outside and throw a stick through the front wheel. Did y'all hear that motorcycle? I live in a little bitty itty bitty town, and that dude was just doing 60 or 70 through here. Or like go through a water balloon. Or light up some dog poop like Adam Sandler. Toss it in the middle of the road, let him drive through it. Oh my God. Pulaski County, I got you. Yep. I got you. I know where that's at, Pamela. I'm in Lee County. Not kept up with AMPX so well. It was a great move. I would take it at that. It was a great move. And if you weren't able to get in when Josh said, then those are times where you have to look back and say, I should have listened better, or I should have, sometimes you're just too busy. I get that way a lot and miss a lot of stuff. But this is not to be toyed around with when this loses these upper ranges, because there is absolutely nothing through here, y'all. Maggie, honey, come on. What are you doing, girl? What are you doing? Get off the keyboard. Come here. Come on. Oh my gosh. I've got a lion, not a cat. So yeah, man, AMPX, same sort of thing. At this point, let's check the daily out here. Now y'all tell me, it pretty overextended to me. I think the buy, if I'm going to tell you, if I had this on my radar, I don't remember where Josh signaled at, but do you see all these flat tops back here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all those candles. It printed, here was your volume shelf. I'm going to put you a big square on it right here. Look at this. A rectangle, sorry. Here was your breakout. Here was your breakout moment. Okay. This thing consolidated down here, what, $4 to $4.40. Right here, when it broke over that, it was game on. If you were in this for a long time, you turned out way better at 80 cents. But I think Josh called it perfect. This was over 440 was a blowout up here to 670. Been moving ever since. You just got to break new highs, man. It is overextended on the daily, which means one thing or the other, you're going to pull back and lose this upper shelf and get a dump, because companies like this will dilute and do an offering and dilute the shares. Or this makes a new high. So over $7 basically is your next. If I got me like a 30-minute candle over $7, if you caught it on the break of 7, and then put your stop loss in at like 690 to see if it'll hold 7, that would be kind of what I would do if I'm not in it yet. If I've been in it, then I'd be setting a stop loss at 630. I'd say, if it can't hold this upper shelf, then I'm out. That's how I would play it. Yeah, Maggie's trying to chart, Liz. Coreweave on the 4 hour shows oversold. Chris, if you were in the live with me last night, I handed out Coreweave. And I ain't gonna tell you it paid today, but it paid today. So this is what I saw yesterday. Here you go. See how oversold it was on the 1 hour? I simply said, now you guys that were in here with me last night, I've not changed this drawing at all. I told you this would pop and it would go back and retest what used to be previous support, and we were going to see how it reacted with resistance. Now, here's the line. You tell me, was I right or was I wrong? Here it was support. You broke it. You wicked up once, broke it down. Now look at all this oversold down here. I told you this morning it was going to pop. Now, it popped in pre-market. You would have had to have bought shares. But if you bought it, let's say opening bell. Okay? Let's say you just bought it at opening bell saying, hey, Mike says it's going to pop today. You get in at 130 or over pre-market high right here, 130, 130, and you ran it to 135.50. That was a good play. It has to retake 136, Chris, to be a good call. But it was dead on. A lot of these 1 hour, when you come out of 1 hour oversold, or even on, do you say the 4 hour still showing oversold, Chris? It actually came out of it today, brother, the 4 hour, and crossed up on the signal line. So I'd be, make sure this don't cross up on the MACD to come retest this 136 again. That's what it's got to overtake. Okay? Hopefully that helps you, brother. Lens 49.75. I have premium, and I love it. I love it more. It is a bump up on especially the 8-panel charts. And you can use, I think, as many indicators as you want on your chart. Okay, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to go to about 9:15, guys. To use the plus. What is it about him? Got you, Chris. No problem, brother. I just don't want you to enter, the daily. I would be watching CoreWeave on the daily to make its way on down. Tap off the 0 line on the on the histogram down here and get you another turn up. That will be preceded by an RSI cross up on the daily. So, we lost that upper shelf, these big shelves up here. This becomes next support now. This whole shelf. So you're at the top of it. If it breaks that, it's got a good chance to run back down here to 97. That would be a capitulation moment, Josh says. So if this is blue 0 line fires through the 0 line here, it's coming on down. It'll come down and test this. This would be a killer entry, like 100. You'll hop here at least once or twice. Got you, Lynn. Yeah. PG, that is the fixed range volume profile. I teach on it in my coachings and stuff. Okay. Yeah, Pamela, AMD's been fire. Absolute fire. Don't forget some of these good names when we get these big sell-offs, how powerful of a move they can give you up. This looks like it's making another leg up on AMD. $148. 148 resistance. Then you've got a lot of this was a perfect. Look at this breakout, guys. That's a bullish descending channel. See what happens when it breaks up out of the channel. It's very bullish, especially on the daily time frame. AMD is another one. I've been playing at a level at a time. I'll do like on Amazon, run a 30-minute on it, and I'm trying to just I'll day trade it like I normally day trade. And if I swing this any, I don't like that on the 30-minute. Here's the 1 hour. What's the 4 hour do? Put an alert down here on the MACD. If I get this 0 line to come back, or the MACD line to come back down here for a hop, might be super bullish on the 1 hour. 4 hours trying to turn over a little bit up here, and it's made a lower high on your MACD now. Also on the RSI, on the 4 hour, with this could be playing out like a double top on AMD. Honestly, it could. Right here, right here. I guess this would be your neckline down in here. If this come back down and breaks this, but if we make new highs, that voids that out. So 148 on AMD. 148's got to be broke. Real-time data access, yes. Lens, I do the $10 package. It's got like the NYSE and NASDAQ or something bundled into it. It's $9.95. If not, it's delayed. It'll do that, Pamela. It'll get in the way. Kevin, you're welcome. I'm just not a big XRP fan. I got hooked on SUI on this cycle and ran it really well. It seemed to have a whole lot more liquidity in it. SPY. I thought I hit SPY already. Let's hit it again. Hit the weekly on the SPY here. These previous highs would be a decent pullback. I think I told you earlier, if we lost 215, could get us back to around 211 area. You got a nice range going on up here. And I was saying on the daily, we were due to pull back and test the 20. That was what I was saying on SPY. See how it respects it here, here, here. On the downside here and here. When you're consolidating, it don't matter. It's all over it. I would not be surprised in the least little bit. When we measure the last whole entire up move, the upper shelf ends here around 215, 614 or so. So we don't want to lose that. Then we're going to come back and test 604, 603, 604 area. If we was to lose this, if the bulls lose it, okay. All right, my friends. I'm gonna have to cut her off there. Been at it a while. I think any tier you buy, you have to get the data, the real-time data for it. James, I've hit TTD twice, brother. I hit it the first thing. If you want to rewatch the video, I think you got to get back in. If you got to pull back to 80 was previous highs, that would be a good spot to re-enter. I did updates on Serve, Swing that I have, and APLD. I did see this one, so I'll check it. Okta daily. Yeah. Could be sitting on some support here. Ice, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll start talking like iced tea when I'm doing my lives. I'm gonna play the Law and Order. Bum 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 bum. You see, the spy's about to make a new high here, going over resistance. I'm delirious, man. Oh man, we have fun. We got fun, don't we? All right. OKTA. I'm weak. Oh man. Yeah, I'll be live opening bell. And man, the best support on this stock is down here around 86. But you are sitting on a little bit here. You look on the daily on this. It's been in a big range ever since it sold off back. I don't know the company. But hey, did I get through a whole video with no thumbs downs? Hey, y'all mark that down. No thumbs down tonight. I got 2 last night. 2 thumbs down last night. Tonight, 0. You got support at 91.50. And then on down here around 88 and 86 on Okta. Okay. I would be like, if I'm swinging something, I check out the 1 hour, and my first line in the sand is the 1 hour getting over the 20, back over the 20 EMA, and then the 50 EMA. So I change that 200 over to a 50. And then when the 20 crosses the 50, that's a pretty nice trend usually. So when we go back here, you'll see once we retake the 20 and then the 20 crosses the 50, it usually starts creating a good trend for swing on the 1 hour. Okay, on the 1 hour. That's the two I use. And I back it up with MACD. You really just didn't, you've not, you know, it's been a downtrend. It's in a downtrend. It's got to get over 20 before it's going back up. Even the 1 hours are pointing down. This just looks like it popped up for breath, and it's going to come back down again. So if it loses, you know, these lows back here from today, you're making brand new lows again under 91. There you go. Then I'm out, brother. I'll give you one of them. UNH. Nope. I've got shares of this long term. I'm just buying slow. So keep an eye on the MACD. If it crosses down, I could set one at -8, set an alert. And if that crosses back down, we're going to make another low. This got so oversold it popped off of 249. This is a huge pop if you caught this. But these lows here, incoming probably under 292. That's right, Ambrose. Tesla. Man, it's got a lot to chew through. You got to get back up here over 330 to get anything. Printed a nice base down here. You don't want to lose right there. 311. There's those highs, that high, that makes perfect sense to me. 312. You need 312 to hold and bounce here. Take a run up back towards 325. And then doesn't look like 316.10 wants to hold. You get a little support at 314. 314 support. 312. 314, 312. 314, 312, 306. 306 makes perfect sense. Right there. Okay, 306.50, 312, 314. There's your three supports under you. Break it by. Okay. If you lose this and bounce, then 316 is going to be resistance. All the way up to 322 would be nice. Would be a nice move. Okay. Thanks, Chris. Thank you so much, my friend. VN, there you go. There's Tesla UNH. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. If you want to support me, hit that description, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to cancel your membership and sign up with my link, that supports me huge, big time long haul, baby. So all you got to do is cancel it. Same price, same money, same benefits. Takes you about 5 minutes to do. Cancel it, then use my link. It's the top link in the description. Tip jars are in there. As far as I'm concerned, you don't have to give me a thing. I'm here for you either way. I love you. I'm here for you. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Liz. Vincent. I appreciate you all. Peace. I'm out of here. Love y'all.